everybody? How we doing in the world today? Northeast Indiana, Midwest, United States of good old USA. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, one and all, to the show. Today is Tuesday, March 7th, the greatest day of the week because it is a Tuesday. That means we are just getting the week started here. We got lots of different things to go over today and talk about and have some fun, kind of give you guys an idea of what is happening that is not getting talked about because of all of the politics. There is so much going on in there. I sit here and I look at things, just same as everybody else. And it's like, holy moly, there is a lot going on. There is so much going on. It is insane. And then we go and look at everything else that's going on. I got a spreadsheet over here off to the side. Let me get this pulled over here. I got like everything going on. I got like 4 different screens going. I mean, you guys can tell right behind. We got our logo here, Charlie Foxtrot Radio Productions. Not just the show here, not just all the fun that we have here on YouTube, on the website, but we got a lot of stuff that is going to be coming up over the course of this year that we are going to be going on. We got our watch lists going. We got news, weather. We got, oh my goodness. Let's bring up some stuff here first off. I want to welcome everybody. We had a eventful weekend. Made a post on our Facebook page about it that we didn't have a show Saturday. This is one of those things that a lot of people here, we're not just sitting here trying to play DJ. We're not sitting here trying to play games. Okay, we are diving full steam into this. We are not holding back. We are going, headstrong with it in the end. One of the other things that we are doing, I actually stepped away from my restaurant manager position and took a new position. I ended up taking a step down, same amount of money, so it wasn't as painful. Real closer, less hours. Anybody who works in the food industry, you know how it is. You work long hours, but I was fortunate enough to be able to find this. I am actually now the assistant manager of a local comedy club here in town now, aside from doing all of this as well. So we are going full headstrong right into the entertainment industry in different aspects, different venues, outlets. So we actually ended up having the one and only Mr. Pauly Shore in the house over the weekend at the club. He was great, but it was a lot of work. So you guys will see stuff like that. We're going to talk about those things over the course of the weeks, because the company that I work for while we're building this, the company that I'm working for, they are not holding back on who they get at the end of the day. They are bringing in some really, really good people, really funny comedians, not gonna lie. Some of the ones that they have announced, like later this month, they have Marlon Wayans and Sean Wayans coming to the club. That's just like the ones that are in the immediate future that I can talk about because they're advertised. So, and we know that like when the Wayans brothers get here, that's going to be a sold out show and a half, because the local news station here, 21 Alive, if anybody is not familiar with Fort Wayne, Indiana at all, 21 Alive, ABC 21, whatever you want to refer to it as, picked it up. They picked up the fact that he is coming. So that got more publicity to the company. That got more publicity to the club. That means we're going to have sold out shows, however many he ends up doing, 4, 5, 6 of them. So we're going to be talking a lot about that throughout the weeks as well. So we got nice weather outside. We got, well, nice weather at least through Friday, because, you know, when you're in Indiana, it'll rain one day, snow the next day, and be 85 degrees the following day. It's Indiana. You never know what the heck's going to go on. So, bad as it is to say, I have no idea what we're going to get. But, you know, with it being this time of year, we're used to it here. Can't really say much about it. But alrighty, guys, so on to the fun stuff for the day. Plus, if you guys are watching, we do have a couple of announcements that we're going to be making here today, not only on our show, but on our Facebook page. If you haven't gone to check that out yet, on top of things, we're on Facebook, we're on Nextdoor. We're slowly getting into different places that we can at least advertise and talk. By the end of it, I'm going to mainly use those to get word to for everybody to go to the website. Everything's just going to be streaming straight off the website 100% here before too long. So that is our goal, trying to build this up so that it is a fun environment where we can have some laughs, we can goof off, we can enjoy ourselves. You know, we can sit here at 11 o'clock in the morning, you know, chatting with you guys, having a good old cold drink, talking about things like this one right here, a loose python found behind refrigerator on the 29th floor of a New Jersey apartment. I would burn the mother effer down if I found a python hanging out behind the back of a refrigerator in my apartment. Okay, animal rescuers on March 6th, so this was just yesterday when this article was posted. Animal rescuers in New Jersey are trying to find the owner of a piebald bald python found by a surprised resident who peeked behind her fridge. The Liberty Humane Society said the snake was found behind the refrigerator in the New Jersey apartment. The snake, initially mistaken for an albino corn snake, was taken to the society shelter where it was identified as a ball python. The snake, dubbed Banana by rescuers, because if you guys see the picture of this, it looks like banana, and I still want to burn the effer down because that is one of my fears, is snakes, was found on the 29th floor of the apartment in the Newport district, Humane Society Shelter said in a Facebook post. This is a socialized domestic snake and is likely someone's escaped pet. Rescuers say Banana will be put up for adoption if no owner is identified within 7 days. Now, I don't know how you can lose a snake. If you guys are snake owners or know anything about snakes, because I try to avoid them at all costs. I mean, unless I'm going to take like a Tommy gun against them or something, I try to avoid them at all costs. So if anybody knows somebody who owns a snake themselves personally, how do you lose a ball python snake? How? I don't see how you can lose that, because one of the lovely misses and mine's friends from, years ago had a Burmese python. I was petrified of the damn thing. Not gonna lie, I really was. I was petrified. Okay? And didn't lose it during that time at all. So tell me about that when you can. Somebody give me some kind of information on that. Okay? We are going to just pop off here real quick. We're going to figure this out and then come back. We will see you guys here very shortly for the next article, okay? And welcome back, everybody. So next up on our list that we got today, this is like kind of like an animal kind of day. This is kind of something that I think I can probably tolerate just a little bit better because of, I don't know, probably just a little bit easier. Down in Florida, and this is kind of, I think this would kind of be more acceptable rather than our last story here. This happened on March 2nd. Alligator interrupts lacrosse practice at Florida high school. Florida high school's lacrosse team practice was interrupted on March 2nd when an alligator decided to take a walk across the field. Now, being in Florida, this is probably one of those things that is a common sight to see at the end of the day. The Alonzo High School lacrosse team tweeted a video, which you can probably find this video online, that showing that the alligator caused the scene by strolling across the Tampa field during a practice session. In the video recorded by Eric Klaus, shows players keeping their distance while the gator walks by. The Aerosmiths Walk This Way playing in the background. First, a fish falls from the sky. Now a gator comes to visit. Looks like it's time for a new team award. A track and field practice at the same school was interrupted by a visiting alligator in April 2021. So this is really seeming to be a common theme for today, finding animals in places that they probably shouldn't be at the time. But, I mean, we all know alligators can be dangerous. They pop out of nowhere. We've seen them in the news. We've seen them all like that. But this video, they're probably, the whole lacrosse team's probably, 20 yards away from them in the photo that they use for the YouTube snapshot at the very beginning. And they're just chilling, just watching the alligator stroll on through. So it's one of those things that you never know what's going to happen here. So then we got stuff going along. We have a list of everything from like the last month and a half that we can sit here and talk about all the live long day. Okay. Michigan chicken dubbed the world's oldest by Guinness World Records. A Michigan woman's pet chicken was certified as the oldest in the world by the Book of Records after the hen's age was confirmed to be at least 20 years and 304 days. That is old. How many jokes can we make about that? How many bells do we need? How many of this? How many of that? I mean, you guys know we got to kind of keep it PG-ish here, probably the 1980s PG, but that is an old rooster. So, like I said, guys, these things always pop up. These things never get old, okay? We always look and see what's going on through the world, because these things, how many people would actually know about an alligator just chilling at a lacrosse practice? How many people would know about the ball python just chilling behind a fridge waiting to get a flamethrower to it? It's one of those things. You guys, we don't think about these things because we get so infatuated by everything else. Okay? One of the last things that I want to bring up to you guys today, that I found this on Facebook. This was found back right actually at Valentine's Day. I've been holding on to this for a little bit for the right time to talk about it. And it has to do with the Disney World. Disney once considered building a park dedicated entirely to villains called the Dark Kingdom, which would have featured Maleficent's castle as its iconic centerpiece. Now, I'm sorry. I would pay buku bucks to be able to go to that. I know we've been talking. We tried, last year when we were down in Orlando, because if many people who don't know me, personally out here, my daughter does competition dance, and nationals last year was in Orlando. So we went to where we could, but we had to kind of judge all of our trips and all of our sightseeing around that schedule. Anybody who knows nationals or dance competitions, that it can get pretty hectic at times. It can. So, but I would pay buku bucks to go to a villain theme park with Disney, because that means you got all the Disney villains, you got all the Marvel villains, you got all the Star Wars villains, you got everything under the sun as far as villains is concerned. That would actually be really fun to go see. It's like the anti-world type scenario of Disney. I would be excited for something like that, most definitely. So, needless to say. Oh, goodness. But like I said, guys, there is so much that we can talk about on a regular basis here. We can really, really do something big. So, moving along, we get our one big announcement that I promised you guys that we would have on here today. Let's get this pulled. I want to make sure that I get you the right info here as far as it's concerned. I want to make sure that I get you our one big topic of the day. Beginning, and we're aiming to try and get this going tomorrow the 8th, Thursday the 9th, somewhere around there. One of our biggest things is that I want this whole setup to be something that we constantly come back to, just for fun, just for antics, just to chill. We have going right now, you can actually see this live on charliefoxtrotradio.com. This isn't just going to be the only thing. You're not going to see just, a half hour, 40-minute show, 4 days a week, and then the Sunday morning programming, from like 10 to 11:30 on Sundays. You're not just going to see that stuff. We're going to start building it so that you're going to see something almost 24/7 here on the channel as far as live feeds are concerned, among other things. Like I said last week, we are going to be putting together our reboot of 31 Days of Halloween stories, because one of the biggest things that I like to promote, I like to help, I like to talk to people about is small businesses. At the end of the day, this is a small business. I don't ask for, donations or anything like that. It's just something that I want to do. If I do ever do something like that, it's like a service. There's no commercials per se on here, because right now, things are a little bit tight for everybody, okay? But I haven't found those right people yet to present to you as we would do like an affiliate program here. We're looking for those right people that would fit the nature of this area, fit the nature of what we are talking about, what we want to do, and go from there. We've been doing this for just a couple of weeks now, Tuesday through Sunday, and I took the slow approach. I watched people that do this. I watched people set their platforms up, saw what they did really good, saw some things that I could change, and it's not it was all small guys, small guys like me, Joe Schmo down the block, just trying to make the world a better place, trying to do whatever we can. And I spent probably the better part of 4 years putting this together before launching it. I tried different approaches, but really took a step back to see what it is. So we take the steady approach, we get ideas going, and then we go from there. So if you guys are still watching this and you haven't given up on me just yet, one, thank you, okay? But make sure that if you're, I'm going to say this all the time, if you're a writer, if you're a published author, make sure that you contact us through the website on our contacts page about getting a spot for promotional work on there, because I know, being a published author, that you are a little fish in a big pond when it comes to putting your books on Amazon through their process, because there's millions and millions and millions of people. Make sure that you guys reach out. Make sure that you guys contact us here about that, so that we can help you get that rolling to turn you into a big fish. Okay, do everything that we can to be able to turn you into a big fish. But back to our announcement, because you guys can tell that that I was a teacher, because I chase rabbits like a son of a bee, I swear. But beginning this week, always be checking our live stream, because there's always going to be something going on. You're going to see our shows, constantly airing, not just today's show and then tomorrow's show once it goes, and then the next day's show, and that's all you see. You're going to see everything catch up, and you're going to be able to catch up on everything, be it on here, be it on Spreaker while we were still building this up, be it all of the other stuff that you can find on the YouTube page, because we have done a lot of things on here to get it going in whatever variation it was at the time. And then it may be TV shows. We are working on trying to get some things set up so that we can air regular TV shows, some like oldies, some local things here, things of that nature, so on and so forth. So always an entertaining moment on that. I hope that you guys see it. I hope that you guys enjoy it. I hope that you guys enjoy what we're trying to do right now. That being said, our time, it really has come to an end. So from all of us here, Charlie Foxtrot Radio and Productions, keep up on the website, keep up on what's going on. Do not give up. Do not surrender on anything. If you guys think that you guys have an action plan that you feel deep down is right, go for it. Because then at the end of the day, even if you're wrong, at least you can say you tried. Okay, guys? God bless. Have a good day. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Charlie Foxtrot Radio.